Hey! In the previous lesson, we finally deployed our application with the help of Argo CD, but that was only the first deployment out of many to come. In this lesson, we are going to figure out what happens when we change our Kubernetes configuration, either manually with kubectl or properly with a pull request. First, let's see what happens if we go to the terminal and execute kubectl edit deployments pgadmin production. I will change the number of replicas to be just 2 and save it. Now let me head over to Argo CD UI. We almost instantly see that our application is out of sync, and if we check the diff, we will see that Argo wants to reset replicas back to 3. Notice that it does not automatically do it for us. We need to click on the sync button manually. Or we can also go to the app details, click on edit, scroll down to sync policy section and enable autosync. This is not enough though. With only autosync enabled, Argo will only automatically apply changes that happened in the repository, but it will not roll back manual changes. To achieve this, we need to enable self-heal. Once enabled, Argo CD will get rid of my manual change and set replicas back to 3, the value that we have in Git. Now let's see how it works for the proper Git-based change. I've prepared a pull request that changes the number of pod replicas to 2. If I merge this pull request, Argo CD will instantly apply this change. This is great, but I actually want to see what exactly is going to change before merging this. To do this, I can run Argo CD CLI. There is an app-diff command which accepts new revision as an argument. Argo CD will use this revision to compare with the current state. Unsurprisingly, it shows me that the number of replicas will change to be 2. Now, before I finally merge this, I would like to ensure that Argo CD deploys this change only at night. For this, I can use a feature called Sync Windows. For this, I need to go to the project configuration and click on Add Sync Window button. I will select all hours between 9 PM and 3 AM and only from Monday to Friday. I want this window to be valid for all applications, namespaces, and clusters of this project. After I'm done with creating it, let me merge my pull request. Now I will head over to the application page in the Argo CD. We can see that it's out of sync, but due to the sync window, deployment is blocked. Now I will go back to the window settings and select current time to be inside the window. Now that the window is active, if I go back to the application page, I'll see that Argo CD applies the change. That's it for this lesson, and actually, that's it for the Lightning course. At this point, you know all the main components of Argo CD and how they're connected together. We've deployed an application and learned how to redeploy it, as well as how to reconcile our infrastructure with the state in Git. Tell us in the comments whether you like this course and which other topics you'd like us to cover. I would also recommend subscribing to our newsletter, MKDev Dispatch, to be the first to know when our Argo CD Deep Dive webinar is going to be released. Besides that, we have an article on our website that is linked in the description about why and when you might actually need Argo CD in a real production environment. Check this out, it will help you to make a good decision whether to introduce this tool or not. Finally, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching!
Do you think your project infrastructure is well set and maintained? We know for sure there is always room for improvement. If you are uncertain where to begin, let's first do an audit of what you already have. We will review your setup from every angle: performance, cost, security, high availability, automation, and provide you with a detailed roadmap of which direction your infrastructure should go. Generate concrete tasks for you to implement, or even take on your infra entirely, if you let us, of course.